BassResinator here. There's 2 molds in the set. I'm only going to do one of them here. I want to try it out and see what we're going to get. But what I did so far is I went in and I colored with a marker. I don't know if you can see in there his eyes and his nose. This is a little teddy bear, but it's got like a knit pattern. This is made by Let's Resin, and there's 2 molds. I'm only going to do this one right now, and I got this paper underneath because this is that real thin or flexible soft silicone that'll stick to my silicone mat, so I'm using this. I was looking at the instructions, and it says if you do squishy silicone in here, don't switch over to resin afterwards. So I'm gonna do ecoresin, or I'm gonna use a magic pour, which is the Let's Resin version of the powder, and I'm gonna do that in here to try and see how many different types of things I can get done with this without it. I'm sure if you go squishy, then you go to resin, it would work, but it says it wears out the mold quicker. So I'm not going to use the squishy there for a while. These are no longer available on the Let's Resin site. They're sold out, but I do have a link down below with a link on Amazon, which they're still available. At least here in the US they are. So let me get my magic pour ready. It's messy, so I'm gonna mix it somewhere else, and hopefully I'll have enough to get in here. This supposedly holds right around 5 ounces, 4.73 ounces. So I'm gonna go half of this in powder. This is a 9 ounce thing, container. Go about half of that with the mix magic pour and some water in order to get it to where I can mix it up well, and then pour it in as quickly as I can. Now he's got ears. I'm gonna have to squeeze and get it all jiggled and stuff. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. But if it comes out, you're going to really think this is one of the cutest things ever. Baby, won't you be my teddy bear? Yeah, get my Elvis on. Okay, start pouring this in here. There's a chunk. Didn't mix up real well. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. That chunk doesn't want to dissolve. Looks like I could have used a little bit more. But by the time I mix it up, this will already be set. Well, let me try real fast. Anyway, You'll see if I get it all unmolded, if I got it done in time. Okay, I'll come back to you when it's time to unmold. Well, this is cured up. And you can see I did make a little bit more to top it off. Dun, dun, dun. I'm glad this is a supple mold. I'm hoping the ears don't break off. Looks like one ear survived. Hey! Oh, this is cute as all get out. Break off that little bit of overflow that I had around his toes. Overflow around the toe. I wonder if the deburring tool will be easier with that, so I can get a more consistent line around the bottom. Yep. Baby, won't you let me be your teddy bear? A little toenail clipping. On the back side looks pretty well. There's a little bit right here. I have an airbrush gun, for lack of a better term, but I've never purchased airbrush paint, so I don't want to try that out yet until I get some real airbrush paint, and then try it out on something. I don't want to just try it out on this guy and go, whoops. But look at that cool pattern. Knit, crochet, whatever. How cool is that? Well, how messy is this around my workplace? I need to take my mold and wash it out with rinse it out with some soapy water. Let me get those markers, acrylic paint markers that I used on the mold. And try and touch up it's the 36 color acrylic paint marker set that I've got. And this is the color I used on his nose. These little ridges keep bumping I keep bumping the little ridges with the brush, and it adds extra coloring where I don't want it.
No. So now there's a white marker. See if I can go fix up some of those areas. Okay, well, see if I can touch it up after it dries a little bit more. If you are a subscriber of mine, thank you so very much. If you are not and you would like to be, it's very easy to become one. Just go down and push the button at the bottom of this playing screen, the video screen, and it says subscribe. Click that and follow the instructions, and it's very simple. If you click the little icon of a bell that's down there, it will notify you anytime I do something new, like this. And if this channel does have memberships, so if you would like to become a member, just go down and click on the button that says join. All very straightforward things. You don't have to become a member, but a subscriber really helps. And if you leave a message, comment, it helps the algorithm for YouTube to let people know that you're watching. Yeah, isn't that a cute thing? Now, if that were a squishy, it would be very cute too, but I wouldn't be able to use it for anything else. Just squishies. And I don't have a lot of squishy material, so that's why I went with this time. I may come back and try a squishy later on. But thank you for being here today. I will have this guy out on the kitchen table. I will, I'm not going to try and put wax on him. I'm going to probably spray paint a gloss varnish over the top. Keep him from, to keep him waterproof type. But yeah, this is such a cool mold. I really like it. It's cute as a button. It'd be a heavy button though. But yeah. Okay, stick around for the closing shots, and I will see you for the next one. Bye.